also out or whatever. Pitbird, come here.
Oh, baby.
Here you are, buddy. Filling out paperwork, if anybody's watching. What's today's date?
18.
18th October, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get this stuff filled out, Pretty Bird. I'm going to give you some water. Let's see. Is that all? It's on the back. Pretty Bird. Oh, there we go. Fill out visiting pets form. You got paperwork to fill out. Right, Pitbird? The vet's gonna be like, why are y'all on the floor? There are chairs. Well, I'm here with my goose. I'm gonna be down on the ground with my babies. With my babies. My pet goose. Pretty Bird does not like the ride. Do you mind if you're on camera? Okay. Is it okay if I say your name?
Mm-hmm. Just checking my lottery tickets.
Hey y'all, this is Hillary. She's my friend who was so nice to give us a ride today and get Pretty Bird to the vet. So she is a huge reason why we're able to do this, along with you guys. Right, Pitbird? Yes, I know. I know you're stressed. It's okay. It's okay. Only for
Spent 10. I spent 10, so that means I lost 6.
male.
I lost 6.
Pretty Bird's breed.
Hi.
He is a goose.
My ring.
I'm just kidding. Bird. Other.
Oh, poopy.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'll look for a tissue in a minute.
Hello, Moto.
And
We're just gonna get more poops. So that towel we can use to kind of.
Okay, I was gonna grab some toilet paper on that. He just pooped.
That's all right. I'm gonna grab a towel. It'll be easier.
Thanks so much. Hey, Bird, come here, Bubba's. Guys, I'm gonna leave the live running, but I'm not gonna tell them. So shh. I won't be answering. Let's see. Somebody wants his kale. He just stopped caring.
Alright, here we go. I need to restock my towel drawer anyways. I'm Dr. Johnson.
Hi,
Hi
Dr.
there. Are
Johnson.
you the owner? You're the
That's
owner.
I'm the owner. Yes, ma'am. Hi. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
I was just trying to get this stuff.
Filled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to kind of.
Birth date. It's April 16th. What was it? He's almost. He'll be 4 years old in next April. So what year was that? 2000.
Next year's 2023, so 2019 is when he was born.
That sounds about right.
You said April what? And I'll
16th.
Oh, we got it in there already.
Color. Do I just write down multi?
It doesn't matter too much.
Brown, black, white.
Yeah, it's often talk about dogs and cats, so it just gets us an idea. So you just fill out what you can.
Just so you know, he's a hybrid swan Canada.
Yeah.
He is legal. He's from a farm. The hybrids don't get reported. Trust me, I did a lot of calling around because I also own Canadas with permits.
Unless we've got like a properly endangered bird.
Well,
you
yeah.
know, it's not such a big deal, from my perspective.
Yeah.
The game wardens and stuff that that they don't care a lot about people having like throwaway birds.
In this
like a
in this
pigeon
area.
or a duck. Yeah, around here. I've called before, like, is this okay? I've got an owner who wants a squirrel, and they're like,
Well, Canada's are federally protected. That's why I don't know. But I've heard that some wardens enforce it very harshly, and some just don't.
yeah,
They're like,
and that's getting so you're kind of gets you kind of on the edge with stuff like that. But yeah, but the little things, they don't really care about. And you
Let me know
we're
if I
only-
missed
I'm only
anything.
gonna really worry if you came in here with like all legal, I'm calling. It's not gonna be much going on.
Yeah.
With that, and so here's the other bit. So this is, and I did watch a few minutes of your videos.
Oh,
your
sweet. So
YouTube.
awesome. So they did
saw
write it down.
breathing
Yep.
there, and I saw that you were doing some
So-
respiratory signs. So I just want to make sure and clarify. So this all started how long ago?
Literally almost exactly 2 months ago is when it first started. And he would
Okay.
like, and I mean, I don't know how much you saw, what you looked at, but like if you
I
looked
just
at
watched
it, you
the
could see that
breathing.
like he
Yeah.
would get better. He would show significant improvement.
Yeah.
Then he would like crash again.
So up and,
And
down.
initially I did a worming, which is what everybody was saying, like, and most likely it'll be worms, right?
Okay.
And
So
so I
what
was
did
like,
you
okay.
worm him with?
What's that stuff called? Poultry dewormer. It's literally what it's called.
Poultry worm.
It starts with an F.
Thin Benzazole.
Huh?
Thin Benzazole.
Yes, ma'am. It was one of those.
Okay.
I don't remember the dosage though. I did look it up and
And
then
I saw you were doing the like an herbal, that RX.
yes,
stuff.
VetRx. Yes, ma'am. That's what he's been on recently. And then I
Do you
also
feel like it's helping him or irritating him, or can you tell? Because that
It's-
stuff makes me
I
nervous.
don't-
Yeah.
put it as much on him. I don't use a lot on their body. I tend to use it kind of in their environment more
Okay.
because I see it more like a vape
Right.
rub
The
kind of
problem
thing.
with that stuff for me, I mean, I don't have enough data on it to really know if it's safe or not safe. But birds are so sensitive to respiratory irritants, and it's almost an irritant to like kind of open you up. So the question is like, is it helping or
It
hurting? And I don't
seemed
really
to help.
know.
It
It's
did seem to
likely.
help him.
Okay,
So yeah.
okay.
And,
Anything else that you've done or given him? at
Yes,
home?
he has gotten Tylen 50 orally over like last week. And I stopped that this weekend because I wanted to make sure that anything that might be in the system would be out of the system in case you guys wanted to do something. But I was not,
Did you see any improvement?
yes, actually, if you looked at his more recent videos,
I just watched a little bit.
Okay,
I just watched like
so
a few minutes
his-
of two different.
where his-
That's all that's all
real
I did.
quick,
Yeah.
side note,
Yeah.
do you care?
I don't mind you videoing him. I don't really want to do YouTube stuff.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
that's
but
fine.
I mean,
The
I
only
don't-
reason
I'm
I'm
not
doing
worried
it
about
is
this in
because
the clinic
there's
part
people
of
who
it.
really love him and they've donated
Sure.
money to help me get him here today.
Yeah.
So I wanted to
Yeah.
give them the chance to see that. But what's it called? But wait, hold on.
My daughter was very excited about having YouTube company coming in. She was excited over that. She definitely.
We're not like super popular or anything like that.
It doesn't
We're
matter
just,
for
you
her.
know.
For her, okay, if you're on YouTube, you are famous. So
Well,
she's
then,
in.
you know,
She's
well, you're
But yeah.
welcome to take your own video. But
I know. That's sweet.
so what I did with the Tylen 50, somebody literally had told me to give him orally with a syringe, to give him 3 millimeters of Tylen 50 3 times a day, which sounded astronomically high to me. So I wanted to let you know I did not do that because that
Okay,
sounded
what did
wrong
you
to
do?
me. And I was wondering, does that sound too high?
I'd have to go back and do a calculation to be
Okay.
honest.
It just sounded
yeah.
scary to me, so I tried oral dosing with Tylen 50 with a syringe. And what I did do is I gave him 1 ml,
Mhm.
and I started out doing it twice a day because I was trying to also be careful not to aspirate him or anything.
Mhm.
After I would dose him, he would be fine for anything from 1 to 5 minutes. I would feed him a little bit of his favorite food, as you can tell, is kale. I would feed him some kale and stuff to try and get him to like wash it down and make
Yeah.
him swallow.
Yeah, the one video I saw, he was like drinking. He's eating a little bit of kale, but
He
he
was-
was drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
Is that normal for him to drink that much water? Like he just was drinking the whole time that I was watching, which is sort of like.
Like was he also shaking his head a lot in that
A
video?
bit, yeah. That was the most recent one. I remember we held up the VetRx stuff. I think that was your. most
Oh
recent
yeah,
one.
that would be. I had he had dumped his water, and I just refilled his water.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, he was in
an
it kind of. Yeah, he had gone like probably 30 minutes an hour without water, and he loves it when I bring in fresh water. The first thing he does is he chugs water and he stops.
Hi,
But he
baby.
always has access to water, always access to deep enough water to clean his nostrils.
Yeah.
He has access to like 4 pools in his yard.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, but with the oral dosing, I did. It just was about 2.5 weeks ago.
Mhm.
I did about 1.5. One ml twice a day initially, and I did it by giving him like 1/4 of an ml at a time, into ankling towards the right, very back, the back of his
Over
throat.
how much time were you spreading that out?
Well, it was 1 ml twice a day.
Yeah, but you said you're doing a quarter at a time. You mean
Like in
that
one
over hours
dose.
or just like
No,
okay.
like as in like I would put
Kind
little
of
bits.
yeah. Big boy. has
He's
that
got one
little-
hell of a wingspan, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Hey, Pitbull, you okay, buddy?
Are there any other medications or things you've given him?
That would be
That's
it.
it,
It was that, but that's within 8 weeks, so anything recent would only be the Rx and the Talon 50. The dewormer was about 8 weeks ago,
Okay.
so that was right at the beginning when it first happened. I'm trying to make sure that
It's okay.
and I did not inject him. I was looking into it and everything, and then I got really kind of turned off from it because I was hearing about injection site necrosis.
You want to know what you're doing. I mean, have you ever given them injections?
And
It's
the
okay.
other thing that made me uncomfortable was num nums.
There you go.
The other thing that made me uncomfortable was the fact that he that it seems like the information on the dosing is so broad with people. Like there seems to be like different people seem to say different doses, and
Yeah,
that
it
kind of made
depends
me
on what
very
you're
shy
dosing
away
for.
from
It
it.
depends on who you're getting it from. It's a whole thing. I had to look it up. I used Thailand, but I don't remember. I don't use it. I don't see enough waterfowl to
Yeah.
have that memorized. So I don't.
A lot of people say
Yeah.
it's the same as the chickens, but
Yeah.
I'm like, but I don't know if they're vets or not, and unless I have a vet
There-
tell me,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
and
I
again,
get
it depends on what
nervous.
we're dosing for. I can pull up my formularies and we can look. Because the only thing that kind of concerns me about what you're telling me, or one of the things that concerns me, I guess, is if we're sort of fiddling with doses, you're more likely to invite antibiotic resistance if you're not giving it enough or not giving it long enough, right? That's when we start worrying about, are we leaving the strongest members
I
to
only
survive?
stopped, so I
But
gave
look
him,
at-
that was a full 1 week,
Yeah.
last week was a
Yeah.
full, 5-day treatment
Yeah.
for Thailand. But again, him not being able to take a syringe through the mouth, I had to mix it in this water, so there's no guarantee that he's actually getting enough, and that was one of my issues where I looked into injections, but I pulled away from it, and the only reason I started dosing him again was simply because he shows improvement with antibiotics,
Mhm.
but he doesn't get over the sickness.
Mhm.
So, and then he relapses, and when he relapses, he gets so bad, like initially he was lethargic. I don't know if you saw the original video, it was like 20
No,
seconds long.
I didn't go through to watch everything.
But the original video, like he's lethargic, like he's barely breathing, his eyes are closing. I'm saying like when I say breathing, he's barely getting a breath. Like his mouth is gaping all the way, his entire
Yeah.
body's convulsing while he's
Yeah.
breathing. So we've gotten improvement,
Mhm.
but that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to come in. And she's been so nice to give me a ride, and getting help from other people who really care about him has been a big deal because, well, he's not a guinea pig,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
we've been financially struggling, and people were like, oh, it's just upper respiratory, or it's just worms, you just gotta do this and that.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. What are you saying? Well, what I'm happy to see is he doesn't seem to be struggling to breathe with the stress of coming in here from the car ride, right?
Yeah,
So-
oh, he was
He
panting really
was-
bad, yes,
But
but
he's saying settle down.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, is with the antibiotic, he did improve again.
Well, I mean, and that
So-
may be the answer is that we just need to have him on
Like a
solid
proper
dose
dosing,
for a
proper
good amount of
antibiotic,
time.
yes.
And sometimes that's where we start before we necessarily throw a lot
Yeah,
of
see-
diagnostics at them.
You can, if you watch him, once he stops, starts just looking, you can see he starts opening his mouth and he starts doing the breathing. What really concerned me was on the vent area, if you watch it, you're gonna
Yeah.
notice that it kind of pops up when he
Well,
breathes.
so we call it tail bobbing, is what we call it, when their little tail's going up and down as they breathe. And
Yeah.
that's usually kind of, what I'm looking, but yeah, you will, especially on the
But
bigger
it's-
birds, see
It
that.
literally was caving.
Yeah,
We're talking
and
like,
the bigger
this
ones
is
just see that
the
sometimes.
movement,
Yeah.
movement that I was seeing in him that's
Mhm.
not normal at all when he was
Yeah.
breathing and panting recently,
Mhm.
which is why I started him again. He was caving about this far. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not even joking, like it was a full cave in,
Yeah.
gasping for breath in
I
the
still
back.
kind of call it tail
And that's-
bobbing. It's the
yeah.
same. It's the same result, but yeah, they're that little muscle component in their lower area, because that's an easier thing to spot, I think, than some of the other more subtle respiratory signs, especially with the little bitty things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's with other birds. It was I saw geese.
So yeah, it's he has 5 goose friends, and then he has about like 20 chickens.
Geese and 20 chickens. Okay,
Ish.
that's right.
Estimate,
Chickens,
you know,
that's
chicken
right.
math.
That's right. Yeah. And then he's housed outside because I did hear the bit where you said you've been out there in the heat in the middle of summer. Obviously, we don't
That's
have
literally when
air
it started, like
conditioning,
right at the end is when it started.
Yeah, I mean, and that was brutal.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I actually was surprised that I didn't lose any of my birds.
That's
And
good.
I-
We did see animals
Yes.
go from heat stress this summer. I luckily didn't get a lot.
That's what I
but
thought
yeah.
at first what it was. When he first started panting, I thought it was heat stress. So I
Yeah.
started just kind of spraying down the yard and stuff. But then people were referring to the fact that it's waterfowl and the
Mhm.
heat. So there's constant moisture while there's high heat,
Yeah.
meaning that there'll be more parasites living in that area due to the dampness, and that's why people thought he had a
Yeah, I mean,
parasite.
it's humid around here. You're
Yeah.
just over the border in Oklahoma, right? Or are you in Texas? I can't remember where you came from.
I'm in Texas.
You're in Texas.
Bell.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm just curious about location.
I'm on a live stream.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then tell me what you're feeding. So I know he loves kale. We've got that. What else is this fella eating?
Okay, so well, his favorite foods are kale, broccoli, and cucumber. He eats kale on a daily basis.
Okay.
This bud is filled. He receives scratch grains and feed, basically, like the crumble feed.
Crumble.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Like
that's
chicken,
really
like
not.
chicken crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's actually I mix the chicken layer feed for the geese.
So chicken.
Yeah,
Scratch.
it's chicken layer kind of put together and then with some
Yeah.
scratch in it. It's kind of
Yeah.
a mixture, and that's what they get. The geese only get in the evening
Mhm.
when I go to lock them up because they do get up at night and they do. You know, I don't know if you know this, but like geese only sleep for like 30 minutes intervals, and then they wake up and they get up and they take a drink and they eat something.
Mhm.
But throughout the day they're free ranging, they're grazing.
Yeah, I figured.
So it's
yeah,
all
so big.
Outside of
yeah.
that, it's all veggie.
Are you actually seeing him cough or sneeze any?
Yes, she heard it too in the car one time. Well, twice actually. He does like a very high pitched, like that.
Okay.
That's the sound that he makes. It almost sounds like he's choking or something, but I don't know.
Cough joke kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Is that rarely
then
or
he did
just
sound
seeing
very
it on a regular
congested these
basis?
last few days. I've been noticing. I did not hear that before. Recently, the
Sorry, I'm gonna
last
say you
week,
did what the last few days?
congestion.
Okay,
Like
so
that
it
sounds
sounded
almost like
congestion.
snot. Like
Yeah.
like when you hear somebody like
Okay.
kind of have that background snot noise. That's what I've been hearing. Like, and I'm like, what?
Is he regurgitating any? You've seen him.
Only the medication when I tried to give him oral
Okay,
Tylenol.
so-
That's why I stopped it, because it was stressing him more than it was doing any
Do
good.
you feel like his food and water intake is pretty normal or abnormal for him?
His grain intake is abnormal. So his feed and grain, he has had little to no interest on and off.
Okay.
but
Yeah,
his
the
vegetable
veggies are fine.
And grass, I've been increasing the food on that because he's actually been doing well with it, as you
Okay.
can see.
Okay, okay.
He is interested in it, he is eating it, which has been making me really happy that he didn't stop drinking and eating.
Yeah, is he pinned? Does he fly? Does he fly in the next big ditch?
He is
Looks
not
like
pinned.
He's not pinned, but he's not flying.
But he recently molted, so I have not trimmed his flight feathers
Okay.
yet again, but I do trim one side,
Okay.
but he's not pinned.
I
But
heard that. I heard that. That's-
Right?
Yeah, just.
And his
we'll
poops
just-
are
we'll
on
just
and
give
off
a good
watery
mop
lately.
in the room. Yeah,
Usually he has solid poops, but
he's more watery.
it's been on and off. Like
Okay.
eating the veggies and stuff, I literally have pictures of everything. So if you wanted to see anything, I can literally pull up on anything you want. Just tell me.
Okay.
But
I'm just trying to get like a general kind of feel for everything here.
yeah. No,
Um,
I'm glad.
And I think Jesse said like he was an accidental hatch. It was supposed to be a non-viable egg. and
It
you
was.
got him.
They were both supposed to be
Yeah.
not fertile from a little
Yeah.
garage sale. They were selling them for food. It was kind of funny how that happened.
Yeah.
You know, homeschool project. We've been hatching ducks and quail,
Sure.
and we were literally living in an HOA. So he ended up living indoors for 2 years of his life, being an indoor goose. Yeah.
Other kinds of you probably have lots of different pets in the household. What else have you got? Just all the birds. Only
Just
birds?
I also have cockatiels and a bearded dragon, but that's actually it. But we do have outdoor cats.
You're eating cats. Okay.
Yeah, like backyard cats.
Sure.
That's the sound I'm talking about.
That's quite a honk.
That's not honking. That's him struggling.
Okay.
But I have to actually give him water because that's the only way usually he gets better when he has that issue. And this is not flavored water. This is a refilled bottle. This is-
Don't worry about that. Pretty good.
Num num. It's okay.
Hey, Doe Baba, hold on.
Get some water. Num nums. Get your num nums. Good bird. Num num. Good bird. Get some more. Come on. Drink another sip. You're curious what she's doing, aren't you?
You
gotta weigh you? We need to find out how much you weigh exactly. Yeah, I estimated your weight at 9 to 10 pounds. Based on, with and without the goose weighing.
Yeah, birds
Oh,
are
baby
hard. If
strategy.
you look at their size, you think they weigh so much more. But
Oh,
lot of hollow bones and oops, pretty bird. All right.
You okay, buddy?
Come here, little man.
All right, buddy, come on.
Hi. You gonna crawl over this way? Come here,
Let's
Bubba.
go. Let's go. Come on.
Come here, Bubba. Hi,
Up, up.
handsome. We're gonna see if he'll sit up here. If not, I've got another way to weigh him if he's not
There you
happy
go.
with it. But he's
Good bird.
What
You
is
should
it?
be able to let go of him. You
Yeah.
should stay.
3.54 kilograms.
3.54.
There we
It's
go.
okay.
All
It's
done.
okay.
All done.
It's okay. It's okay. Shh. You okay? It's all right. I know this is super stressful.
If I change that to
Come on,
pounds
Bubba.
for you, he's 7.8 pounds.
7.8
Just under
pounds.
7.8.
So the scale I used from the neighbor did not work properly.
Well, and you know, and
Come on,
the
Bubba.
scales don't always, you know, agree entirely. And when it comes to be monitoring them for weight gain or weight loss, I care more about the consistency of your individual scale than how well it agrees with a different scale.
Yeah.
This is a baby scale. This still
He's
is
definitely
from a
lost weight,
baby
though.
scale, so there's different, you know.
He went a period of time not wanting to eat at all.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is that like when he was at his worst, it was hard to get him to eat.
All right, I'm gonna try and start building him a little bit here.
And you just let me know however you need a position and I can help you
I'm
with
gonna
it.
mostly kind of work around what he wants so that I'm not pinning him down any more than I can.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Hey, little handsome. And all I've done is get dirty this week, so I'm already on my second pair of scrubs this morning. So I'm prepared for it. All right, little man. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I had to
It's okay,
change-
pretty
I had to
lady.
change for you. Even got
Okay, it's okay. Listen, Pretty
Oh,
Bird,
man.
you're okay.
Thanks.
It's not gonna want to.
Yeah.
Here, let's get you over here.
It's
Come
all right.
on.
It's all right. The more we sort of stress, the more they stress. I know. We're just gonna hang out for a second. Here you go. Okay.
Good bird.
Here we go. I know. I'm not doing wrong.
He's so spoiled. He always gets what he wants. Do you want me to try to hold on to him?
No, I'm just gonna, like I said, I kind of weighed him out. Here you go. It's okay. Unless he just keeps getting mad, and then
Yep.
then I'll tell him if I
He's
have
usually
to.
he's a struggle bird.
Hey, buddy.
What are you trying to do?
Just get him to sit still. There we go. Okay. Can I get a feel? You are you a little bit stressed? You a little bit unhappy about this whole thing?
Oh yeah.
Can I feel this? That's okay.
Good bird.
Okay. Okay. One break.
I know his claws are crazy.
No, he's not biting me.
There you go. Hey, look, he's
I
good.
know.
Here, num num. Num num. It's okay. Let her feel, Bubba. Let her feel. Let her feel.
I'm sorry.
Let her feel. It's okay. Sorry, Mom. Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Good boy. Good boy.
You all right?
It's okay. Thank you so much.
The more you restrain, your pets to try and like do things with them, the more they tense up and struggle. They think something scary is going to happen. So I try to corral them, but these big birds aren't always
What I'm
smooth
doing,
cooperative.
oh no, what I'm doing with him is I'm doing what I've always done with him when he gets stressed. Is I try to let him do that nuzzling thing he likes to do into my neck, which is just because I raised him, and imprint and all that fun stuff. That's a good bird. That's a good bird. That's a good bird. It's okay, pretty bird. It's okay. I know.
Yeah, you open your mouth stressed.
Yeah, he does that.
Okay, I'm gonna come up under your wing for a second. Can I hear up here this part too?
Good bird. Good bird. Good bird. Big bird. Yes, you're being such a good bird. Pretty pretty.
It doesn't sound obviously harsh in this one, but sometimes I sometimes I can hear stuff that can't see on x-rays and vice versa, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't hear that, you know, his heart sounds fine. All that sounds
That's
really
good.
good. And he's not, you know, he's not breathing real hard considering how stressed he is right now. I
Yeah.
mean, some of that open breathing is stress. Is part of it. I know. You're being nice, at least. You're not being mean to me.
Let me
You're
see
being very
if I
sweet.
can't. I'm gonna have to
Not
come
right.
back to you guys.